G'day YouTube, my name's Lance, welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Well, the weather report, 16 to 26, so the last few days it's been quite showery. Not much in it, like you would have thought yesterday was a bit of a rainy day, but overnight there was only 5 millimetres, and we've had about 20 millimetres for the last probably 4 days, something like that. So it's overcast and everything's getting a bit of a water. It's a little bit cooler of a night, but yeah, the rain's not big, so but it is cloudy outside, so pardon me. So you might notice that I'm not using a microphone, I'm just talking to the camera because the shed's nice and quiet. And what's the time? The time is, yeah, so it's 12:34 after lunch on Monday. So I got up. Well, see, today's a public holiday as well. It's a Labor Day holiday in Australia, and so none of the shops are open. It's quite a quiet day, so I've started cleaning up the shed from that end, and I've been working my way through, just mainly because I've been having trouble getting. I was just looking at the camera, the screen there flicked out and on, so I thought it might have been turned off, and I'm just talking to myself, which wouldn't be uncommon, but anyway. But yeah, so this morning I've just been tidying up a little bit, getting ready to do a few jobs, and it was just getting to the stage where bloody shit everywhere, you know. Like you do a job and you put it there for the moment, and you grab that, and it's all gone onto the bench behind me, and perhaps I don't know, perhaps this hour I'll sit down and sort it out. I've been meaning to, but I've been I've been having trouble staying with it. I've been getting phone calls and things like that, so, and messages and bits and pieces, so I haven't been concentrating on it an awful lot. Through the week last week I made up a disc to pull a 3.5-inch wet liner out of the International 434 engine that's in the club's Toft loader, and I've got all that done. So tomorrow afternoon I'm going out to Tony's, old Tony, and I'm going to help him pull the liners out, so he can decide what he wants to do with it then. But yeah, just that big bit of threaded rod I bought that time. I've made a guide for that, and look, we should be able to pop them out easy. The Internationals, they did come out easy. Well, normally, yeah, not to say this one will, but they just sit on the shoulder up the top, and they've got a big O-ring down the bottom, so I'm expecting to get them out easily. But because we're going away next weekend, you shouldn't watch YouTube sometime. I was watching YouTube and they had a camper trailer similar to ours, but a black series, and I'm watching that, and here they are up at Cardwell and the bloody wheel studs broke. And I'm thinking, God, you know, and they had a look at the wheel bearings. Well, the old mate's wheel bearings, he pulled the cap off and the grease was just black inside, and he just put the bloody bearing on, put the cap on, and away he went, and he got down the road and the bloody wheel took off and passed him. And he needs a kick in the arse, because he said, oh, from Cardwell to Townsville is 90 kilometres, we'll put the wheel back on, a couple of wheel studs missing, and we'll get up to Townsville. And off they went, and next thing the wheel broke off the camper trailer, and it's passing them, and it went past them, it went across the other side of the road and ended up down in a little low paddock sort of thing. And just so lucky some bugger wasn't coming the other way and cleaned them up. And there's bloody dickheads in the world, I reckon. But anyway, that got me thinking. Once we bought the camper trailer, I heard stories about Chinese bearings in them and things like that, so I went and bought a whole brand new set of bearings for it, and I've had them sitting just over here on the floor, in the bag and all that, but just where I knew where they were. So Saturday morning, after watching that, it got the better of me. I thought, oh, I just got to check these wheel bearings before we take it over to Mundubra. Now, Mundubra is probably, let's say, 2 hours west of here, roughly, and that's where we're going next weekend with the little baler, and we're taking the camper. Yeah, it's a Friday-Saturday show, so we're going over Thursday afternoon. We're going to stay there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, then Sunday's Mother's Day, so we're going to come back home Mother's Day and try and get home fairly early in the day so kids can catch up with Jude and things like that. So, but anyway, I thought, oh, I've got to check these bloody wheel bearings now. I've seen that, so I pulled mine off, and you could see where the little dust cap had been bumped back in, not damaged, just bumped in. You could just see the marks. And So I pulled the bearings off and had a look, and yeah, old mate, we bought it off. They were serviced up, they had beautiful clean grease in them, adjusted up nicely, the brakes were good. I cleaned the drums out with brake cleaner, CRC brake cleaner. Wiped it all out, and yeah, it's good. But now, now I can hop in and go with a clear conscience, because after watching that, I thought I haven't done those bearings yet. I should do that. So I did that. With my dicky knee, I was telling you that I'm going to put a couple of push bike racks on top of the camper. Well, because we're actually going away in it, I've done that, and I'll actually take the camera up and show you what I've done there. I've got to wait till the shop's open tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm about 16 50mm bolts short and 1 60mm bolt short from having it all bolted in and all nice and tight. So we'll see how we go. That'll be tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Then after I come back from Tony's doing the engine, I can do that after dark. Get that little bit finished. But we have been busy doing other stuff though. Last meeting at the club, we had a meeting yesterday, and a month ago we had a meeting, and our club's decided to look into having a rally. And we used to have them, and we used to make money out of it, but at the moment we just do Agro Trend. We get paid $1,000 to turn up at Agro Trend, but it's not our show, it's just a show, yeah, and we turn up, we're one of the attractions. So anyway, the president was away, and they brought forward that we look at doing a rally and getting the committee going. So we got the committee going, and we had a meeting at my place, and there's people that heard about it and they wanted to come and be the committee and all that. So we've got a lot of stuff organised, but we went to the meeting yesterday, and the president heard about it, and well, he rang me up and said, "What's this rubbish about this thing? You know, what a load of crap, you know, the club's going to lose money." And yeah, sort of ripped it into me a bit, and I said, "Well, no, we'd make money, you know, just break even, you know, just, it's about having a nice time and meeting like-minded people, and in the vintage machinery game, you know, meet new people, bloody spread the word of what we're up to and things like that." But he was a bit shitty about it. So anyway, Alan, he rang Alan, the secretary, and he's a bit shitty with him too, so it doesn't matter. And but anyway, at the meeting, normally there's 96 members, and we have, look, we had about 30 there roughly. Yeah, there'd be a few either side of 30. And at our meeting, our other meeting, it was pretty well unanimous that we had to go at getting a rally. But now he's worried that he wants every member, 96 members, to get an email saying that we shouldn't have it and all that sort of thing. So, so he's put a spanner in the works there. So we don't know. The Agro Trend one's on the same weekend as the Kangaroo rally, which is the one, all our club used to go to Kangaroo, but now they've jumped in bed with Agro Trend, and it's a bit rude to have a rally when they're having theirs. So a lot of our members were still going to Kangaroo, and I was going to support our local one here and go there and take like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I was 4 tractors, but I could do 5 or 6 even if I had to, if they needed it. But I don't know, if he scuttles all this other stuff and we can't have anything except what he wants, well, yeah, I'm going to Kangaroo. It's easy fix. Rather than take a few engines and that, I'll just head west with me mates, which is what we normally did anyway, so we'll see. So we've been putting a lot of time into that, and they wanted a flyer made, so I've made that through the week for it, and the local politician Keith Pitt, he'll print it for us, and we've talked to RDO, and RDO Equipment are happy to, with a letter from the club, happy to supply tractors and little gophers, you know, side by sides to get around and things like that, and have a display. So we're trying it, but we've put a lot of work into it, and yeah, he come back and gets up every one and bloody, he's ringing around trying to put white hand it all out. So God, I hate bloody clubs. I stepped away from it for a little while, and I hopped back in and thought we'd give it a red hot shot, and yeah, everyone was fine about it except one bloke, and now he's ringing around. So anyway, it's like politics, eh? Bloody bullshit. So anyway, I didn't have much to do with the club for ages, and we're sort of back in again trying to do stuff, and it's a pain in the arse. So anyway, that's how it is. So we've got to work forward with that now, and the people I've had a yarn to about it last week, or even before we knew they were going to, we just thought it was going ahead until it sort of got white-handed. And yeah, we're a bit over 20 people have offered to help. So out of 90-something members, I reckon that's pretty good. Yeah, so we've done it in the past with half a dozen, so we'll just see how that goes. Yeah, the few of us sort of a bit annoyed yesterday with how it all went, but you can't go arguing and having a kerfuffle at a meeting. That's just not the right thing to do. You just got to suck it up. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but yeah, it just seems all this work we've put into it, like we've put a month full of work into it, and the paperwork, you should see the paperwork we've got, and we've booked the site, and the council wants $1,000 deposit, and they've waived that. We have to put a deposit to book the site, but then we can have it every year if we choose to. And the idea of it is to, if we can pull a couple of good rallies off, we might be able to have a QHR in Bundy Bear, which is a Queensland Heritage Rally, which is a Queensland-wide one. It's a big do. There's one up at Billawheeler this year, but they have them every second year, so that would give us about 4 years before we could even think of doing it, and we'd know if we were capable or not. And there's good money to go with that as well for the club. You know, Accra puts in 5,000, Queensland Tractor Spares always puts in 1,000, so we'll just see how we go. So yeah, the president's saying, oh, we're all going to go broke and wasting money on a rally, but a lot of clubs, they just wouldn't have rallies if they lost money all the time. It's just, anyway, I don't know, that's I mean, that's what we've been thinking about. And we've just had phone calls back and forth today and yeah, about it. So it's all a hot topic at the moment in Bundy Bear, with our crew anyway. And yeah, I hope it goes ahead. It's just a good thing, and other clubs can come up and join us. And the weekend we'd like it, it's a fortnight before the big NHMA rally. And so people could come up to the NHMA rally, and the NHMA's at Jandarian, which is about 3.5, 4 hours west. So they could sort of come up, stay at our place and have a look and doodle around, do the tourist thing, then head across and make a few weeks of it if they were retired. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So I've got more work to do there. We've been to the council and yeah, they were worried about the price of the grounds, and it's going to cost $1,000 to, but geez, they've got beautiful amenities and all that. And the council waived the bond, but because of the area we need, it's $1,029, $89 or something. So my mate Rob, and he's got the Ma and Pa Trust, which is where the museum's going up Mullet Creek, and Queensland Tractor Spares. We're going to hop in and pay all that for them. Only if it goes ahead. If not, we're slam the bloody first shut. Won't be giving them any more help. But yeah, so we've organised, well, we've offered, the pair of us have offered to go halves in that. And Rob and I go way back. We go that far back that when the Rum City Vintage Machinery Club started, I did the paperwork and Alan helped, and me and Rob, we just worked as a crew, and I put all the money in to register the club originally, and Rob said, how much do you put in? And I said, oh, $230. Look, I'm not sure of the amount. And he said, oh, he'll put the same amount in. So that worked great. So, so we've got a bit of a history of chipping in. So we'll see how we go. But look, we've got a bit of work to do for it. We've got truck drivers organised. We've got, like we say, we've got sponsorships from places all happening. But now, even the signs, we've got meetings with the sign people on where we can have signs around town and all that. Just trying to get in early and get it organised to present it. But now it might have been all in vain. So we'll just see what happens with it all. So not much happening in the shed. Been doing a lot of work on that. A lot of work at work on that as well. And yeah, I had a couple of members come and have a chat to me about things and things like that. So that's fine. That's good. But anyway, so this week we're out to Tony's to do pull the liners on Tuesday afternoon, and Wednesday I won't have a car. We're sending it into the exhaust place in town, and when we went down to the Brendamere with the tractor on the back through the New England, it's very steep, and I wouldn't have minded if the Land Cruiser had a bit more stick, but we can't sort of tune it up a little bit and get more go out of it until we get bigger exhaust and all that. So it's going in next week for a 4-inch exhaust. after the DPF. We don't want to go illegal with it, but we're going back behind the DPF 4-inch, so that should get it breathing. And then we're looking at what we do to get a little bit more torque out of it. We don't want to be Roger Ramjet and race up and down the hills flat out. We just don't want to change gears so much. So, but with the Land Cruisers, they're a 4.5 litre V8 and they are under-tuned to buggery, and you can get an extra 30% out of them, no damage at all. But they've got a limiting factor in there as the clutch. So it's not uncommon to have them hotted up a little bit, a bit more torque, and the clutch will slip a little bit. So we're agents for Australian Clutch, so it looks like we'll probably have to find a new clutch. So, it's early money, eh? But anyway, we'll just do this exhaust first. I just want to see what difference it makes before we go to Mundubra with the baler and the engine and the camper and all the gear on. I just want to see how it goes and see if it makes a difference or not. I'm not expecting a lot because of the DPF restricts it a little bit, but we've got the big Safari snorkel on and things like that to help it breathe better. So we'll just see. So that's Wednesday. Then so no vehicle Wednesday. We're locked out Wednesday, and Thursday about lunchtime, yeah, we're heading away. So so we won't be around much this week at all. Yeah, just got stuff. And Jude's up at the house. Monday's a public holiday, so yeah, so it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday work, then half day Thursday, then shoot over. And Queensland Tractor Spares is we're taking our gazebo and we're sort of promoting the business as well as taking our little baler over there. And so I'll take the camera. The cameras are going with us, and there's a few tractor games going on and things like that, and we'll just try and get a bit of footage of it all. But there won't be any work in the shed this week. Well, apart from hopefully I can get on the broom and have a bit of a tidy up if I can anyway. So see what happens there. What's this saying up here? Oh, I can't bloody read that. But anyway, we'll see. But look, I've just gone for a little walk and showed you the end of the shed I've cleaned up. I am working my way down through and hoping to get it a little bit tidier. And it'll be a short stew. I'm going to take you up the front and just show you what I've done to the camper, just so you can see the push bike racks and how it works, that sort of thing. It may not be finalised, but we've got it all packed up, all ready to go now. So we'll see. So yeah, look, sorry, there's not too much content this week. It's just we've been doing office work and networking and all that sort of stuff. So not much has happened in the shed at all. I didn't even have it open yesterday. I had the front door open just so I could pop in and grab a drill and that and work up the front on Saturday, Friday and Saturday. Then Sunday it didn't get opened at all. And Monday I'm just here trying to tidy up and get ready to pop the 20 together, and just I need to clean all my spanners and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully this afternoon, it's not a bad day. The shed's not making a lot of noise, so I might sit here with a bit of CRC brake cleaner and a couple of rags in hand, and I've started cleaning the top of this box here that's always got shit everywhere in it. And I've started on that. We're not doing too bad there, but we might put some of these plastic pots across the top here. So I think there's room for 3 of them. So we've got pots and not just all shit just chucked in that one compartment there. So we'll see how it goes. But sorry it's a short one this week. There just hasn't been anything going on much. I probably could have taken footage of the machining I was doing, but I was just in a bit of a rush, roaring along sort of thing. And the DRO on my mill was not working on the X-axis, so I have to deal with that as well one day. We'll see. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned for little videos, and we'll catch you all next week, eh? See ya. Well, I've got a bit of a helper here. Hey, Sansa, you helping? You're a bloody good helper, hey? You're a big helper. Hey, now I just got to teach you to hang on to a broom, don't I? Hang on to a broom for a bit. That'd be bloody handy. Yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about you. We're going up here. Okay, here's the tidy up we've done on the shed. I'll zoom back out again. And I've got the Dexter in. The floor's all cleaned up all through here for the moment. And so I've got the Dexter over there. I've got the Club Famous engine over there. I've got the 135 over here with a rag on it. all finished, but you saw that last weekend. There's a gap in the middle there, and between there and the engines over there, if I move the 135 up here into that gap there, so over 3/4 of a tractor width, that'll give me room over there for the David Brown, and then that lets me clean up all this mess over here. So, but to get the David Brown out, I need to get the boat off, and we're not doing that at the moment because, yeah, we've got the tow hitch all ready to go to the Bundy show. So we're heading over to Bundy, and yeah, so perhaps next weekend, no, not next weekend, we're away, but yeah, we might get the David Brown over there, and that'll make the place look a lot tidier. Even the old John Deere here, like, I still have to pull that apart a bit further, that's why we haven't gone any further. And there was a bloke had a gearbox for it, bits and pieces, but he's left it all out in the weather and it's sort of no good at the moment, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but we'll just see, eh?